Okie dokie, getting back on into it. I am back. It is time for another matchup here, guys. One of the last matches of the night, and this one actually is an important one, I want to say, because I believe if Kira wins this, he's pretty much a shoo-in as he beat TY. Of course, seeding matches can still be determined as to how everything works out. And so, yeah. So we will see how this is going to go. Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in tonight. And we'll get on into this match. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of the map, it is Kier. And up in the top left, it is Rogue. Rogue, I'm pretty sure, is done for in this group, but even though he's not going to advance, he still is playing, as that's just what you got to do in these situations sometimes. And I don't know how much he's honestly going to want to win. I mean, I'm sure he'll still try because he's a professional. He does this for a living. So, because Kier is his teammate. But I'm sure Rogue, I mean, he will play. He will try. And then if he wins, he'll be sorry to Kier because I'm pretty sure that will knock Kier out. It will not Kier out unless TY beats Hurricane, basically. Something like that. Anyway, we're close to the end. It's too late for this kind of math. I've got coffee. We're going to power through it. Alright, as this game is progressing here, pretty standard stuff from these two. Wouldn't be surprised if Rogue just like tries to knight us twice or something, as of course he is unfortunately eliminated for his fans. And so he's probably just gonna, I don't think he's gonna want to set up and be like, right, let's drag this game out, let's play for another hour, even though I'm gonna get nothing from it. As top 6 makes OSC points, which are important points for a tournament, for a big tournament for the end of the year. However, top 4 gets the prize. Reaper is moving on out for Kier. We'll see if he goes for a third CC play once again. I feel as if it's tough to say if he will, because that seems to be what he's confident with. So yeah, he must go for a third CC again. If you're confident enough to do it versus Solar twice, you're gonna do it versus Rogue, I feel. I mean, he was planning some weird aggression in that other game. Well, we will see how this is gonna work on out. Looks like it's gonna be a potential Banshee play coming out of Kier. Cloak Banshee it is. Is he gonna go for a third CC or something behind it? Or will he throw up the extra barracks and just go for it? That is the question. Very standard opening from these guys. Here comes in these Hellions. Reaper, they're gonna try and dive on in. Rogue speed wasn't yet done, so he's actually able to bounce around a fair bit, but not gonna be able to find too much there. Let's see this Hellion. Gonna be getting chased on down. There's one Ling in here, so he might be able to fry up a couple of drones. Can Rogue save it? He saves actually one of them. So one drone goes down for 4 Hellions and a Reaper, so looking very, very good for Rogue. And he has a Baneling nest. Is he just gonna try and Baneling bust his opponent? Is he just gonna try and Baneling bust Kier? He's got a lot of Lings out, but no, he is firing up around a drone, so he's not gonna be going for that. I think he very well could do, but he is not deciding to do that. The Lings are running on in, though, so it's actually Kier a little bit exposed. He does have 4 Hellions. That is enough to hold on, though. Rogue, he has a Spore Crawler about to finish up in his main base, but not quite done yet. So these drones are going to have to run around this Spore to hang on for now. That Spore is going to reposition. Banshee going to get what it can done while Cure is just, or while Rogue is repositioning that. Hyperflight Rotors is the follow-up from Cure. So he's going to be meching this game. Maybe thinking that Rogue has a weakness or something like that as he is his teammate. Paige in chat saying, up, up, up. Yeah, one up that stream, guys. If I'm still here streaming, if you guys are still here watching, you may as well. Just give us a strong finish for this group number 1. Banshee's coming on in here. We'll see what they can get. Let's pick off a few drones so far. Getting 4 in total. And guys, I'm excited tomorrow. If I have to do this all over again, I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't go quite as long. And maybe it will, maybe it won't. If it does, end of the world isn't there. Because we're going to get to see what Falcon Paladin is like after casting after 6 hours. And who knows? Banshee's coming on in. 3 on their way in for Cure, but there's already 2 Spores in position for Rogue. A very appropriate response to this, and then he's getting up Hydras. Hyperflight Rotors is on the way. Mech follow-up. What is Rogue going to do here? He's got a very healthy economy. He's getting up that 4th base. Hellion's going to be moving on in here. Ran into my neighbor today. I really should have asked him if he ever hears me commentating, just so that I know if it was an issue me talking this late or not. Hellions are just sharking around still here. So yes, I'm not going to be exactly shouting at the top of my lungs, since it is 11:24. Now we are seeing Cure move out with a ton of Banshees, and the question is Rogue going to be prepared for this? This is one of those few unorthodox styles. Every time I've seen this, I've honestly knocked the living heck out of this, as it's just one Banshee production. You gotta say, like, how good can making one Banshee at a time be? Sometimes players make them look very good, but there's usually a lot else going on in the game. Banshees for Cure gonna come on in, head towards the 3rd base. 2 Spores are in position though. Maybe they will just bypass and head towards the main base. There is only 1 Spore in the main base, so these Banshees very well could get some damage done here. They're gonna move on in here. They're gonna pick off that Spore. They're looking for drones. They're gonna find an extractor here. Find a few more drones that were rallied up towards that. That is very nice. So 6 drones in total, gets an extractor, and the Banshees get on out. The one thing that I find interesting about this is, like, you get the 6 drones. See, this is the issue I have with this Banshee stuff. You either have enough Banshees to kill the Spore and go ham in the Zerg's base, or you... Yeah, you either have enough drones, you either have enough Banshees to kill the Spore and go ham in the Zerg's base, or you have just have, like, 2 Banshees that one-shot drones. And it's pretty much the same effect, right? I don't know. I mean, he did kill the extractor, but was that really worth building 4 extra Banshees? Who knows? A lot of Hellions moving on out here. They definitely can't take on these Hydras though, so they gotta retreat out. Banshees, pardon me, Banshees flying around, picking up some creep tumors, popping off a few Zerglings. There are Vipers out, so they could actually be in a lot of trouble. All it takes is 1 or 2 parasitic bombs, and Banshees will die. There we go. Those Banshees are now in trouble. They've got a split. But they will be falling to that parasitic bomb, or at least a few of them will. We are now seeing a Nidus on the way for Rogue, so we are getting into another late game. Guys, as we've just been sitting back, expecting a shorter game, these guys have been hurtling up, although it is only 11 minutes. It's surprising what you can do in this game in 11 minutes these days. The Nidus is getting worked on by Cyclones. Maybe like 40 damage a shot. That is a lot of damage. Is the Nidus, a building Nidus is technically armored, so that's why they deal so much damage to it. A second Nidus network is going up for Rogue. This man is bananas. Overseer is spotted. Do we see 2 Niduses called in quickly? There's one. It's gonna get locked on though and shut down. So yeah, Rogue not finding anything versus his teammate just yet. Cyclones and Hellions coming on in. Here he's making this mech style work. It's looking more promising than his previous game versus Solar. That went late. Panelings are connected to a lot of the Cyclones though. Another Overseer gets picked off. Rogue wanting to make something happen with his Nidus. He's got Ultras, but the Cyclones will just melt them. So they're not going to be too useful. Anabolic Synthesis will help them chase down units. But all these Nidus attempts that are going down from Rogue, I feel like he's just had enough. He's just going to, or thinking about trying to crack the front. Then the Cyclones are going to lock onto the Ultras. They deal so much damage to them. Look at how much damage they deal. That's just one Cyclone on each. Cyclones are being abducted, then they get picked off. Meanwhile, a Hellion run-by being attempted for Cure here. Another Nidus gets picked off. Now these Hellions are going to get on in. They're going to fry up a fair few drones. And they're getting sort of derping out there. 7 drones in total fall. More Hellions come on in. These guys will be trapped and killed off. What does Rogue do at this point? Does he just need to tech into Broodlords or something like that? That's generally what you want versus a Terran like this. Broodlords, Infestors, Vipers. All the good stuff. A Nidus is being called on in. This is like attempt number 5 or something, and it's just not happening. I think Rogue needs to take a hit and let it go. Another Nidus was attempted, not happening. And here, he's just sitting back. Let's take a look at the resources lost. It's surprisingly close. But okay, there's no Vipers in this. There's a good number of Vipers with energy in this enemy. Is he going to try and break this? It looks like Rogue is going for it. Blinding Clouds are getting tossed down, but that is a ton of tanks. I don't know if he can crash the gates here. He's given it his all to the Hydras. They're attacking, but they didn't work through the tanks in time. So he just has to give up on that front. And Rogue, he's just going to remax and go for it again. Greater Spire on the way here for the Zerg. Hydra's getting locked on. Ultra's getting locked on. Ultra gets picked off there. You know, another Knight is being called in. I mean, Rogue is just calling them in everywhere. They are cheap. There's no doubt about that. And so far, Kier has done a great job defending versus him. He's got 2 Hellions coming in after this one. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one get called on in here, but there's 2 Cyclones here still. A Hellion run by being attempted. Another Nidus going down here. Okay. Alright, I guess, Rogue. You do your thing, buddy. Another Nidus going down. I feel as if Rogue is just beaming at this point. And he's just, yeah, Rogue's had enough. He just wants to kill Kier or die, I feel like. Hence all the Nidus, hence all the Hydras. Abduct's going down on Cyclones, so they're getting all picked off. You can crash these gates. Lots of Abducts going down on these Liberators. Rogue is pulling back, though. If he Blinding Clouds this Planetary, maybe he could pick that off as well. Hydras deal a lot of damage, so yeah. Is there a Blinding Cloud? There's an Abduct on a couple of tanks. Those are getting brought forward. They will be sniped off. The Hydra's also going to pick off the Planetary, so a very nice move there. Rogue casually picking off a base, although he's playing like a madman, just tossing up 2 Niduses within vision of each other. It's like an AI. He's playing like an AI right now. That's something a glitchy AI would do. Somewhere. Where'd it go? Where be the Nidus? Ah, there it is. So, Rogue just seems impatient. And Kier is just doing his thing. He's just sitting back. Why do I get the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to call this game here. I'm trying to say what's going on, and this is just Rogue just doing his thing. He's going for a Broodlord attack. Like, you can tell that this guy, he knows this. He knows that he's playing this matchup. He's like, all right, I'll just attack. Let's go for it. And so he goes. Broodlord's moving forward, working away on this command center. Gonna be able to shut down this base. Nice move there. Base in the bottom left being denied due to Nidus creep currently. Broodlord's coming forward. The Vikings are working away on this. Vipers are there. They can probably abduct the Vikings, but oh, look at this. Hellions and Cyclones moving in, picking off a lot of bases. Or getting a lot of damage done over on Rogue's side of the map. Parasitic Bomb, catching those Vikings, nicely done. However, they have got some nice pickoffs. And so far, neither of these guys have been able to kill each other. 2 queens are battling 2 Cyclones. Rogue has taken a bit of damage here. He's got heroes for days for his Vipers to consume. Cyclones denying another base here. I feel like Rogue wants to really kill Kier. But he's just in this position. He's like, really, man? You're turtling? This is my last match of the day? And you're turtling. Just like this, huh? Cyclone gets picked off. Okay, we're seeing Kier. He's teching up. He's going into Battle Cruiser. So this is actually the first Battle Cruiser we've seen today. Forgive me as I finish my coffee. And as this game's going on, Rogue, it's like he's just, I don't know, man. I'm losing it. I'm going loopy after this long of a cast. I think this is one of the longest casts I've ever done, if not the longest. I've done long ones before, but oh, this is serious. Okay. Thor's just hanging out. Battle Cruiser's on the way. And Kier, let's take a look at the resources lost. He's been just about as efficient, so this is still anyone's game. This is still anyone's game without a doubt. Rogue throwing up a ton of static defense here, had enough of attacks. And let's take a look-see. Cure trying to secure his last base. So he's got better mining at this point than his opponent. Taking a look at that income graph, definitely in his favor. He's building up these battle cruisers. And now we see 4 Thors are wandering forward for Cure. This is not normal. Alright, they transfer, they pop off that Overlord, and then they go on home. 5 command centers on the way at a time. This is a long one. This game, 20 minutes long here. Guys, I'm telling you, I love the new TvZ meta in which the Terrans are like, yeah, let's do this, let's play late game. And now I'm starting to realize, I love watching it, I love playing it, but I don't know how I feel about casting it. No, I'm still gonna get excited, but if this was like the first game of the day, oh man, I'd be very excited. I'd be into it. But, this is set number 9, I guess, or match number 9. Game number 18 or something like that. Oh, she's a doozy. Alright, Hydra's coming on in. I don't think they're going to be able to break this planetary if we see Repair go down. There's the Repair, so yeah. The battle cruisers get revealed, his hand is shown. And now do we see Infestors start up the road, because that's generally what you want versus those. Yamato Cannon walks onto one of those Vipers. Absolutely annihilates that. Meanwhile, these Thors that were counterattacking, they don't do very well because Thors don't usually counterattack. Cure being a little bit greedy, trying to take his opponent's base here. And Rogue says, no, that is my base. And yeah, that's that so far. Hydra's coming on in, working away on this base. That's going to be getting shut down. There's no doubt about that. Unless the DC's teleported in to save the day. Liberators are coming on in, but they will not be in time to save the day. I think mostly everyone who would be watching this in English, unless they're just waking up. Oh man, those Vikings shred the Hydras, by the way. I think if you're watching this in English, where are you from, guys? Is anyone still watching this in English? Because, I mean, most of NA should be asleep. I want to say, most North Americans are asleep at this point. It's 3 a.m. on the East Coast. I know nerds are up late. I'm guilty of that sometimes. But as far as on this lane goes, I'm not sure. These Corruptors, they can totally cost us spray this, by the way. Yes, they can. That tank can't do nothing because he can't shoot up. And that planetary is done, though. This is fantastic. Alright, let's hold on in. These two guys, they're just in this situation. This is actually an incredibly close game, guys. Like, if I was... Oh, man. If this was game number 1, I'd be losing it. I'd be talking about how every little trade matters, and it does. It does. Things like that command center being cancelled, they do matter. As far as Rogue goes, like, he's doing well. He's just doing his own thing, you know. I feel like he's waiting for something to happen. He's waiting for Cure to do something so that he can do something right back at him. But here we see Cure is moving forward. A lot of liberations that are getting set up. The Vikings are set up. This is a ton of battle cruisers. How many Corruptors are there though for Rogue? This is actually so many Corruptors. If he can get on top of this army of Cure, he can destroy it. Like 11 BCs, 8 Liberators, 10 Vikings. I want to say they don't got nothing on 41 Corruptors. The Corruptors don't have 3-3, which is a bit of a bummer. English memes. There is one person in chat responding in English. That's pretty par for the course for these events, though. Australia is awake. New Zealand is awake. If you're in Great Britain, you are just waking up right around now, assuming you're a productive member of society, waking up on Friday at 8 o'clock. Last day of the work week. Brood Lords are starting to push on it. There aren't many English users on Afreeca. Well, we are working on that, and that's why we're trying to have as many of you guys over as we can. Vikings are getting on top of these Broodlords. Liberator's getting on top. They pick off a couple of the Broodlords. The Spore Crawlers send them packing though. The Corruptors are doing whatever they can. They can't really break this though. And this game continues on. One of the matches that matter less. Get Good is saying Chicago, Chicago. You are awake in Chicago? What time zone are you guys in Chicago? That's like mountain time, that's an hour? I want to say an hour ahead, so it's like, what? 1 a.m. where you are a trooper, man. If you've been here from the start, like me, you are an absolute trooper. More of a trooper than me because it's later for you. Okay. We're hanging on in here. Do. Barracks is still floating. Scans going down for days. We are in a very late game situation right now. Hurricane and TY are waiting. Central, 1:44 a.m. So 2 of you guys are from Central. You guys are troopers, man. Oh, let's see. Where'd those BCs go? Where'd they teleport to? Okay. They teleported to deal with like 10 Lakers. That was it. The battle cruisers teleported to deal with about 10 Zerglings. You know what we haven't seen yet? Swarmhost. Broodlords are starting to work their way over to this base. The BCs use their teleport, so... Alright, here we go. I hope you guys are enjoying this nonchalant casting, anyway. Alright, let's see. Battle cruiser clearing up Spore Crawler. Oh, the Corruptors are coming on in though. Looks like an Abductor who gets off. An anti-armor missile hits those Corruptors though. They have all turned orange. The Lings are getting a bit of counter harassment done. 11 SCVs died, but let's face it, Kir doesn't need those anyway. Parasitic bombs hit the battle cruisers. They don't care, they're battle cruisers. Yamato cannons going down on that hatchery. Battle cruisers teleporting. The best part about being a late game Terran is how lazy you can be. And that's not a slight at Kir, but just battle cruisers, they're so useful. You're like, I don't have to walk my units over there, I just press T, teleport them in there. Takes care of it for me. Great. And this game is going on and on and on. And we've got, guys, we are at peak viewership right now. 412, I'm pretty sure that's the peak of the stream, so thank you Rogue and Kir for taking this game late. Everyone at Afreeca actually really appreciates everyone tuning on in. And I absolutely... the Corruptors are working away on the battle cruisers. Parasitic Bomb is getting a lot of work done. Kir got SCVs, he's got the repair squad. The NASCAR repair squad is like, what are we to do? How did you guys all get so hurt? And the answer is Parasitic Bombs. Resources lost-wise, it's actually very close. Currently, Kir is ahead, though, and that's what really matters in this situation. Yamato cannons going down for days. This is game number 1, guys. I'm calling it. The next game, we're seeing a 2-rack. Or no, we're seeing Rogue keep Rogue Raptor. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Yamato cannons knocking off those Spore Crawlers. Anti-armor missile goes down, and everything's orange. Looks like Rogue does not care though if he goes into the Corruptors anyway. I think Corruptors are going to win this. They actually do have to back off because of the first, but they deal so much damage. They just like one-shot those DCs like it's nothing. It is nothing. There might have been a few too many Broodlords for Rogue though, as a matter of fact. What are they really doing here? They're working away on turrets, but that could have been more Corruptors. And the Corruptors are still winning them. They are picking off battle cruisers left and right. However, both players have a massive bank, and they're going to rematch. Corruptors coming in. Is Kir going to tap out after this? He's got a bank, so he can't tap out. He's making Cyclones. He's making more BCs. I feel like he just needs more Vikings or something. This game is insane. I'm sorry. This This is just so great. Oh, the SCVs, they're trying to repair, but they can't do it. Those Broodlords, they pack a wallop. You guys really need to appreciate 26 damage on the first attack from a Broodlord. The Broodlings only deal 7, but the first attack deals a lot. And now we're seeing this base that has been constantly harassed by Hellions being harassed once more. Cyclones come on in. They're doing their thing. And resources lost. Cure is really far behind, so this is actually really good for Rogue. This is good for Bitcoin, guys. Okay. Broodlords chasing these Cyclones and Hellbats that have somehow found themselves over here. And yeah. It's going. Rogue taking this base is actually very important. Cure mining out this base is very important for him as well. He's gonna take up all the money, take up all the minerals. The gas will take a fair while. Here comes in the Cyclone, being a pain. There's a few limbs out and stuff. Let's take a look. Alright, viewer count up to 416. Let your friends know that this game is going on, guys. You can run down the street shouting that this game is going on and that everyone needs to tune in and watch, and it will still be going on when it gets better. I'm pretty confident. Judging by their banks, they got at least one more of these fights. Perhaps, although Rogue has taken it, he's a lot of Yamato cannons. That being said, after those Yamatos, he's still got 40 Corruptors, and 40 Corruptors do not care. That is a lot of hit points. 40 times how much? 200. 40 times 2. That's 80. That's 8,000 hit points right there, guys. Did I do that right? Can someone check my math on that? I'm doing the math. 800. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Okay. We are 32 minutes into this. And guys, group 2, it starts in, let me check my clock. It starts in 18 hours. That is when group 2 starts. I don't know if that one's going to be this long. It doesn't have as many Terrans, so in theory this shouldn't be possible. It's actually, wait, no, it has 2 Terrans. This one had TY Cure. Yeah, okay, there's the same amount of Terrans. There is 2 Protoss, there is Parting and Trap. There's only 1 Zerg, there is Sorted. Trap and the Zerg sliding. So this shouldn't be as possible. This is statistically less likely to happen. Cyclones make their way in here. This is stuff that Rogue needs. You don't want to be losing all this. And if we take a look at the bank, Rogue is starting to run dry. And Cure still has a bank somewhere. We take a look at resources lost and Rogue has a bank. Let's take a look at the army. Rogue is worth more money. U3 says 10 minutes until 4 a.m. Really? You are up still. You are a god, sir. And if you made an account just to comment that, I appreciate that even more. Chime on in what time it is for you guys, alright? Make an account on Afreeca TV. Because there's going to be more. There's going to be more of this tomorrow. These Broodlords, they have to try and chase down these Cyclones. Yamato cannons, you hear that sound? Yeah. Oh, those Corruptors. In that moment, these Corruptors knew they messed up. I'm not losing it, guys. I've had coffee. Somehow my rambling has become slightly more random rambling. I'm actually really enjoying this. This is great. I feel like this is peak casting. 35 minutes into this game. And these are big armies. orange ball thingy hits those corruptors. Wait, Fixeroth says, oh my god. Okay. Alright. Corruptors are engaging. This is actually a big fight. This could be it. 32 Corruptors, 6 PCs, and 16 Vikings. There's so many Broodlords. Why do you have 14 Broodlords, bro? You don't need this many Broodlords. They're not going to help you out. The Corruptors are picking off pretty much all the battle cruisers. And Kyr's bank is now gone. He's making 4 Thors, 4 battle cruisers. And I was just about to say Rogue should make a ton of Hydras, and look at that. He's making a ton of Hydras. Alright. Alright. Let's take a look here. 420 viewers, guys. 420, we did it. Press that 1-up button, by the way. You gotta do it. Okay. Okay, here we see Kyr's reached that mule dropping phase, and he's just doing that. They're on their way back. He is stealing that money. And they actually made the trip, so that was worth it. And now tanks are being made because Hydras are made. And we go round and round. Let's just zoom out here. Have a look at that. Let's just set the camera there. Alright. The fight's going on. I don't think there's enough Hydras to protect from these PCs, so I think Kyr just won the game. I think we're done. The Hydras are doing it, but no, they can't. GG, Kyr takes it. Alright, that's the game. That's the game. That's that one done. Whew. Whew. Okay, we are done. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in. The tournament isn't done yet. This is a best of 3, so these guys get to play all over again. If we see something like this, if we do not see Rogue Ravager Rush, I will be surprised. I will bet my pride. Okay, we'll get on into the next game. And then we'll keep on going. And then we'll go into the next game. And everyone is a legend for tuning on into that. I hope you guys didn't mind the casting too much. Okie dokie. And we'll get into the next game. It is currently almost midnight here. My guess was that we would be done by midnight. I'm probably going to be off by about an hour. Good thing we started at 6 and not 8. Because that was up in the air. And, righto. Let's get on into the game, guys. Okay, here we are. Wait, where's that SCV going? Oh, where's he going? It's gonna be 2 wrecks. Kier's had enough. He's done. He says, I don't care if I'm out of this tournament. No, the funny thing is the Koreans, they don't even mind right now. Because it is like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon for them. So they're just laughing all the way. They're just like, look at this commentator. Introductions, you know who it is. You watch them for the past 40 minutes. I'm not gonna say their names. I don't care. And look at this, by the way. Rogue is proxy hatching. Make of that what you will. I predicted a Ravager rush. I think a proxy hatchery is along the same grain as Overlord is moving across the map. Hatchery on the way, not in the normal position, and from what I've seen before, this works well for Rogue. He wins the game. Kier's done. Let me set the score at least, by the way. And so we could be having ourselves a 1-1 here. I like how both these guys were like, alright, let's just go big or go home. 1 hour game incoming. Don't you dare say that, Vixaroth. Don't even joke, man. Like, the joking point about long games, that was an hour ago. No, good games, good long games are great for StarCraft. They're great for viewership. That SCV, did he? He didn't. He could have seen the creep. This Marine has found the Overlord, and it's a Roach Warren on the way, I guess. Alright. Overlord gets picked off. That's pretty huge. The fact that this is a proxy rush, I guess Kier, he scouted that there was no hatchery, and he's like, okay. I guess I'll just run my dudes home. I feel as if you're Kier, you should float this barracks over here. And you definitely shouldn't be out here with your Marines. Alright, guys. This night could be worse. Vixaroth saying, no joke. So he actually wants an hour-long game. This isn't setting up like an hour-long game. But crazier things have happened. Supply depot is about to be kicked off. Rosabile going down here. SCV's trying to save their supply depot friend, but it's not going to happen. Supply depots versus Ravagers just doesn't happen. Cyclone locks onto the Overlord. Could push this away, can possibly save that depot. Doesn't quite. Got to repair that barracks at least. Alright. Cyclone. Hanging around still. Scooting about. Both cheese will fail, go into mat for a game. It's true, I mean... Rogue does need a spore or something. He seems more focused on mining from Kier's side of the map, though. So he could be thinking of the long game, if we think about it. Like, he's like, I'm gonna start mining from this dude's base, so then when he goes to mine it, there's less for him. Alright. Here comes in the Banshee. Oh, picking off drones. Casually harassing his own third base location. Badoop, badoop. A Raven is on the way. That is a very good choice for Kier, but it is important to note, Kier is just starting his natural now. And I don't know what to say, guys. 9,000 IQ. Oh, this is great. Hey, the supply depot's getting rebuilt. That is a victory for Team Terran. Meanwhile, this Banshee coming back around. Harassing Ravagers. Oh, crap. Rogue's going for it. I didn't expect this one, but he quickly ungoes for it. Overwood gets picked off. That might have been the break that Kira needs to get out of here. Oh, there's still a lot of Ravagers and Lings, though. He's contained, man. This is good for Rogue. I feel as if the tanks do need to inch forward now. There we go. Alright, it's time for Rogue to get on out of here. Or Kira to get on out of here. Let's crack this joint. Tank. The tank's on the high ground. Marines and Cyclone on the low ground. I feel like they probably want to get on the low ground too. Let's see. A third CC starting for Kira. This is a macro game, guys, but we take a look and Rogue is still making units. He's waiting for Kira to come on down. Alright. Let's see. Rogue's going for it. He's had enough. Corrosive Bombs landed on a lot of tanks, but he's not breaking. And he's going to tap out, and Kira gets the win.